Deep in the heart of Africa, a kingdom once rich with life and culture was transformed into a nightmare of blood and suffering, all to fill the pockets of one man. This is the story of the Congo Free State, where King Leopold II of Belgium turned paradise into a living hell, all for the sake of rubber and ivory. In the late 19th century, Leopold II, hungry for wealth and power, claimed the Congo as his personal colony under the guise of philanthropy. At the Berlin Conference of 1884 to 1885, European powers handed him control of the territory, believing his promises to bring civilization and end slavery. But Leopold's true intentions were far darker. The Congo's vast resources, particularly rubber and ivory, became his obsession. To extract them, he enslaved the local population, forcing them into brutal labor camps. Villages were given impossible rubber quotas, and failure to meet them was met with unspeakable violence. The Force Publique, Leopold's private army, became infamous for its cruelty. Soldiers would cut off the hands of those who resisted, men, women, and even children. As proof of their efficiency, entire communities were wiped out, their homes burned, and their people massacred. The horrors didn't stop there. Leopold's regime turned the Congo into a hellscape. Starvation and disease spread as people were forced to abandon their farms to meet rubber quotas. Women were taken hostage to force their husbands into labor, and families were torn apart. The jungle, once a source of life, became a place of death. Missionaries and journalists who ventured into the Congo began to expose the atrocities, but Leopold's propaganda machine worked tirelessly to silence them. It wasn't until the early 20th century that the world began to take notice, thanks to activists like Edmund Dean Morel and writers like Mark Twain, who called Leopold's rule the crime of the century. By 1908, under immense international pressure, Leopold was forced to hand over the Congo to the Belgian state. But the damage was irreversible. Estimates suggest that up to 10 million Congolese died during Leopold's reign, a staggering loss that reshaped the region forever. The scars of his rule remain deep, a chilling reminder of how greed can turn humanity into monsters. The Congo Free State is not just a historical tragedy, it's a warning of what happens when power goes unchecked and humanity is stripped away.